Joe Secca, I gotta expect the same motherfucking damn video that you gotta keep making all the time. And the fact is, I don't even want to bother making a video about you because you're a complete utter joke. But your punk ass don't even want to listen. Anyways, I am back, boys. It's been a while though, but I promised you guys I was going to get this one video out here today. The top 5 most disgraceful video games ever with Call of Duty titles in there. So, we've seen the top 5 worst Call of Duty games that I actually listed on here. We all saw how crazy it was. Like, it just hit like 100 views in like 2 days right there. So, I want to thank the people that actually came out there and gave it a like and all that stuff. But anyhow, we are here talking about the lowest of the low video games, the top 5 worst video games, and these are basically Call of Duty games that are worse than Modern Warfare Remastered, games that are like so low down to the earth that they are the worst of the worst. They are the most disgraceful motherfuckers in the whole wide world. And so we're going to go through them, the top 5 most disgraceful video games that have Call of Duty as their title name. So, without further ado, we're going to get to it. Now, before we get into the meat potatoes, though, I want to let you know, keep in mind, I was going to save these for the last. The worst of the worst, I was going to save these suckers for the last, though, because I knew that I have to have every single detail and the minute detail explained about this. But some of them, I basically already explained them in separate videos, though. But I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to explain basically some that I wasn't able to explain in this channel. So anyhow, without further ado, the top 5 worst Call of Duty games have already been out. I already released as a video. Now we're going to go with the top 5 most disgraceful video games of all time as a Call of Duty title. Most disgraceful CODs ever. Let's go right into it. And keep in mind, these games are literally worse than MWR. Like literally worse than any other game out there. Just the worst motherfuckers ever. Just terrible fucking games. Full on, just craziness out of the way. And quite frankly, I do believe that these games need to be shut down immediately, even after all this nonsense that they've been trying to pull down on us with their bullshit, Activision and fucking Infinity Ward. You know the deal, right? So anyhow, we're going to start off, first off, number 5 with Infinite Warfare. Number 5 spot is, of course, Infinite Warfare. Now, we all know when Infinity Ward was just basically consuming paint thinner in 2016 after their failure with Call of Duty Ghosts. I won't lie to you, Call of Duty Ghosts was the death of Call of Duty. Like, that was the nail in the coffin right there. Don't get me wrong, Call of Duty died when Ghost came out, but this game right here was the final nail in the fucking coffin. Infinite Warfare was the worst game of 2016 ever, and I don't even want to call it Call of Duty, because how can you call this game Call of Duty? This wasn't even Call of Duty at all. This game was literally just a blatant Black Ops 3 ripoff, and I know you fucking nerds want to go out there and say, well, but World of War and Black Ops 1 copy of it. Listen, those games, the reason why I say those games were great, even though they had a copy a bit off of their predecessors, was because they were trying to make something out of it. This game right here, Infinite Warfare, is literally trash can material to literally everything. It's literally trash can material to not only just like the campaign, the multiplayer, the zombies. It was all just a blatant Black Ops 3 ripoff. And the reason why it comes in at number 5 and why I say it's the most disgraceful video game ever is because this game, it's literally a fucking Halo game. It's a Star Wars game. It's a fucking ballerina simulator. It's literally just, it's Black Ops 3, but so bad in so many ways. Campaign, who even cared about the story mode? Multiplayer, the worst experience I've ever seen in my life. Like, literally, it's Black Ops 3, but with just terrible fucking modern differences on it. And the fact of the matter is, remember the time when this game's trailer dropped and it was panned so heavily to the point that where everyone said, no, we don't want this game, get this game up out of here. And the fact is, again, this game, Infinite Warfare, to all you fucking nerds out there that are saying that this game was underrated, man, shut the fuck up, man. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You fucking fat slobs? Infinite Warfare, honestly, would... all jokes aside, Infinite Warfare was the worst video game ever fucking made in 2016. This game needs to be shut down immediately. The multiplayer was a complete disgrace. The zombies also as well. They literally copy and paste the whole thing and just made it worse in so many ways. Oh, like, oh my god, like the maps were all fucking trash. It was all just rehashed. It was nothing special. I mean, what was that one map that was trying to reinvent Strike Zone and all that shit from Call of Duty Ghosts? And then you had zombies that literally copied like the same fucking elements from Black Ops 3. And there was literally one DLC map that I've seen from the Relaxing Games channel. It literally copied Black Ops 1's Ascension. It's literally just Black Ops 1 Ascension, but ridiculously annoying. That's what it was. And so this game, honestly, the way how Infinity Ward actually tried to release with this game in 2016, and to make it worse, they also try to slip in Modern Warfare Remastered with this game as a legacy edition. So you had to pay like fucking instead of $60, you had to pay $80. But that was still not a better buy at all because again, Modern Warfare Remastered was the worst Call of Duty of all time. And the fact that you got this game and you call a Call of Duty game, but it was the most disgraceful motherfucker in the whole wide world, I'm gonna take a hard pass on that. Besides, I've played the demo of this game, and there was also a free multiplayer weekend as well, and I never touched that shit ever again. And I think this was one of these games, the first Call of Duty, like one of these titles I never prestiged at all. I think this was the first game from the Call of Duty franchise I never prestiged. This game was just utterly trash. It was so bad. Like, it was literally bad. Hit detection was garbage. The guns, oh my God, they were so bad. There was only like a couple of weapons that were pretty good, but other than that, man, this game I'd avoid it entirely. And Infinity Ward, this just shows that you guys clearly have no idea what you're doing. And to make matters worse, you kept consuming paint thinner in 2019 and in 2022, and here we are now with the year 2025, and you want to bring up a new video game, which is gonna fucking flop as well. So yeah, Infinite Warfare, worst fucking video game ever. A blatant Black Ops 3 ripoff, a blatant Halo ripoff, Star Wars ripoff, just a complete, utter disgrace to the franchise. Next up at number 4 is Modern Warfare 3. Oh boy, Sledgehammer Games, what were you doing with this game? I mean, it was quite frankly, it was going to fail regardless, like how many people are going to try hyping this game up. But when people started saying that this game was a $70 DLC, chances are they're correct though. This game was just not good at all. It was terrible. And the reason why I put it on the disgraceful list, basically the bottom of the barrel list, because let's keep it real, man, not many people really even enjoyed this game at the launch, anyways. But the thing is that what really stood out from this game is that this game had a lot of issues, like outside of multiplayer. It had issues in the campaign. The zombies was a complete joke. I mean, seriously, who the fuck thought it was a good idea to put a Warzone simulator for zombies? And to make matters worse, they brought in live humans as like AI mercenaries. You know, this ain't the Walking Dead Sledgehammer Games and Treyarch. This wasn't. I don't get what they were thinking with this game. I seriously don't know what they were thinking. And again, I also made, if you actually go ahead and take a look, I literally made a groundbreaking video saying that, hey, Modern Warfare 3, Battlefield Modern Warfare 3, a blatant $70 DLC game that is just built off of Modern Warfare 2 from its predecessor. And while I got a lot of appraisal from that game, I still got flack from it because people are willing to double down and defend Activision and these motherfuckers in that fucking community. Like, they're literally paid shills. Again, the story mode was trash. It was unsatisfactory. The zombies was completely fucking trash. I mean, come on now. Let's keep it real. You would rather play a fucking Treyarch game than play a Sledgehammer game to play fucking zombies. Are you serious right now? And then another thing about this game is that the multiplayer there was still a lot of rehashed content. The controls in this game are just still fucking trash as usual. Like, seriously, when are you going to get rid of the fucking tax printing? Like, seriously, that conflicts with the controls and the movement in this fucking game. Just make a regular game. Like, the original Call of Duty games literally had a way on how to get extra speed in this game. You don't need tax sprint. You know what you need? Lightweight and marathon as perks. That's all you fucking need, Activision, you fucking retards. And to Sledgehammer Games, let's keep it real here, guys. The only thing that kept this game going were a couple of new maps that you made and the aftermarket parts. That's pretty much it. There was really nothing much good about this game. It was still a disgrace. I still see it as a joke of a video game, and it still has to come in as the most disgraceful video game because not only Did you like blunder? Did you still lagged behind in multiplayer? But you completely did a terrible job in campaign and zombies as well. Because let's keep it real here. Even with Treyarch, this game still fucking failed. And if people say, "Oh, but this game had player retention, it had all this and that," go watch my video, a groundbreaking video, why I say that Modern Warfare 3 is a $70 DLC, and I even explained it. And even some of the problems that are not even there, like skill-based matchmaking or whatever, this game still got problems to this day. Doesn't matter how much you want to paint it out or whatever. It just makes no sense. So again, Modern Warfare 3, you had to come in at number 4. You were a disgrace. Next up at number 3 is Vanguard. Oh boy, Sledgehammer Games, you disrespecting World War II veterans with this fucking game. Are you fucking serious? And I even made a video about saying why this game was a complete fucking joke. I made multiple videos, actually a few extra videos of saying why this game was a complete utter flop, a joke to the franchise. And it literally made Call of Duty World War II look like a freaking saint, even though Call of Duty World War II was not a good game. It's like, what the fuck were you thinking, Sledgehammer Games? Modern Warfare 3 did not do a good job at all. It was still a disgrace to the franchise. But man, Vanguard, oh please, give me a break, will you? I swear to God, man, this game. I remember I actually started a flame war with one of these fucking losers out there that's still probably still around to this day. But I don't even care about that though. But jokes aside though, Vanguard is the worst fucking video game of 2021. I mean, let's keep it real. There were 3 games during that year. We had Battlefield 2042, this game, and then we had Halo Infinite. I mean, clear winner was Halo Infinite, though, because it was free to play. And the fact is that Battlefield 2042 was flopping really hard. It was lagging behind. But I'll still give props to Battlefield 2042 for trying to make a new idea. This game, Vanguard, there is nothing new about this game, okay? And even when I brought this up, the reason why it's in number 3 is because, again, it disrespected World War II veterans out there by making these garbage war stories for campaign. I mean, like nearly every single one of them were all trash. They were literally just there to try to make it look like a glorified Battlefield 1 war story. And we could all contain to the fact that Battlefield 1 had a way better campaign, a solid groundbreaking campaign. This game, on the other hand, does not have a groundbreaking campaign at all. The missions were trash. Like, looking at them, like, just separately, they were all fucking trash. And then you had the zombies. Oh my God, it was the worst experience I have ever seen ever. And the thing is, the zombies community was literally up in arms against the zombies for this one. And people say, "Oh, give it some time. It'll probably get any better, man." No, you should have actually had this problem solved in the beginning. Why you fucked up the zombies? And compared to like the multiplayer and the zombies, I think the zombies had the hardest hit out of any of these game modes. Like, story mode was a disgrace, don't get me wrong, but then zombies, oh my God. And then let's go to multiplayer. There was literally nothing new with multiplayer at all. Like, again, the controls are trash, the fucking maps are all fucking rehashed, and some of the maps that they did brought back, like Sub-Pens and Castle, they all play like trash. They don't play properly with these garbage fucking controls that you keep on bringing into the fucking game. And people still talking about Vanguard, saying that it was an underrated game. Bro, Vanguard is garbage. It's the most disgraceful World War II video, and might as well call it the worst World War II video game out there. I mean, it's literally fucking trash. It's completely fucking trash. And by the way, let's keep it real here, guys. We all know that the greatest World War II game that many of us already know is Call of Duty World at War. Okay? We all know that game is the real one right there. And let's keep it real here, guys. When Vanguard actually came around during the beta, in the demo, you think anybody was interested about this? Oh, and by the way, Sledgehammer Games, I know you said you didn't want to make a World War II game, but you should have at least done something somewhere like in the near future game, because you know what? You could have at least succeeded like Black Ops 2. Oh, but no, you didn't. But instead, you just had to stick to this random SJW crap. And again, story, all the missions were trash. They were all completely garbage. It was meant to disrespect World War II veterans in this SJW nonsense. I don't know who the hell wrote that. They should be fired immediately. multiplayer was a complete joke. I mean, other than King of the Hill that they introduced as a game mode, there was really nothing new about that game at all. And by the way, weapon selection in that game was completely trash. There was only like a couple of good guns in there. It was the MP40, the STG-44, and the bar, and then pretty much any type of shotgun you use. Other than that, that's pretty much it. There's really nothing good about Vanguard Age. It was just the worst game of 2021. By the way, for Modern Warfare 3, I'd say it's the we go back to Modern Warfare 3, worst game of 2023. But back over here is that this game, Vanguard, is the most disgraceful video game of 2021. I'd rather take Battlefield 2042 over this game any day. And like to this day in 2025, Battlefield 2042 seems to be doing a way better job right now, seems to be doing okay compared to Vanguard. There's nobody playing Vanguard. No one's even talking about Vanguard. But right now, here I am saying that it's the worst video game of all time. And that's why it's at our number 3 spot on the top 5 most disgraceful video games with Call of Duty as their title. Next up at number 2 is Modern Warfare. Oh boy. Here we go. We're going into the belly of the beast. So hey, Joe Secot, there's a reason why I don't make extra fucking videos of your motherfucking ass every goddamn time. Because even then, you wouldn't fucking listen anyways, because you're just a retard. You have personal feelings for fucking players, okay? And as soon as I heard about this game, when I saw that this game was going to be announced, I knew it was going to fail. Right from the get-go. Like, before the alpha gameplay came out, when you got those 2 fucking nerds, you got these 4 fucking gaming degenerate nerds going around doing the 2v2 gunfight alpha. Like, I knew it was going to be a joke. When they released this title, keep in mind that I could have put this at number 1, though, but there was a game that's even worse than that. But let me tell you this right now. This is the worst video game I've ever played in my entire life. It's just the most disgraceful piece of shit ever, because you literally have the community manager of Infinity Ward, aka Joe Secot, that has personal feelings for fucking players. And I don't care that Activision fucking told him to do that, but I guarantee you he was in on it. Like the Mark of J. Why is he not playing? Why is he not allowed to fucking play? Are you telling me that a fucking midget is more essential than the Mark of J, Joe Secot? You make me fucking sick, dude. And the gameplay that you put right there, the whole multiplayer was so disgraceful. It's your fucking philosophy on new players, Joe Secot, make me sick, bro. Like, I wish I could just meet you face to face, grab some petroleum oil and just spit it at your fucking face, because you make me sick looking at your fat fucking face, dude. You fucking slob, motherfucker. Alright, back to what I need to say, though, with Modern Warfare. Why it's in number 2 as the most disgraceful video game ever. Let's face it, guys. This game clearly was a flop in the beginning. It was a clear failure, and it was a complete red flag with what they were doing with the multiplayer. Like, they were turning it into more of a Battlefield simulator, and the controls, everything about the game, the mounting and all that stuff that they implemented in this game, and that dead silence was no longer going to be a perk but a field upgrade, just shows you that this game was a complete utter failure. Now, keep in mind, if Warzone did not come around in the original thing, trust me, this game would have been dead already. Like, again, this game was dead on arrival right from the get-go, and people were saying this was like the greatest resurgence of all time. We all know that that was a lie. Story mode, man, I mean, like, seriously, who even cares about story mode nowadays? Like, they brought back Captain Price as this rehashed Battlefield war story, like, you know, whatever, you know? But anyhow, like, dude, the multiplayer was just the most... The reason why I put this higher than any of the other video games in this list was because this was the one game where it really sent Call of Duty to rock bottom. It really sent Call of Duty to rock bottom completely. So remember when I said that when Infinite Warfare basically was the final nail in the coffin for the franchise, and how there was no hope for the franchise? Well, this game right here decided to send this game down to rock bottom, close to where the devil is right now. And quite frankly, I swear to God, man, I don't know what Joe Secot was thinking with this game. The maps were fucking trash. The guns were all trash. I mean, in Modern Warfare 3, Infinite Warfare, Van Garbage, this game, and then the number one Call of Duty, every single one of these games, the guns were trash, the perks were trash, the weapon system was trash, the customization was fucking trash. Everything about it was just utter trash, dude. And there was only very few things to save it. And besides, again, the only thing that really saved this game was just the graphics and all that. But let's keep it real. Who cares about graphics? This game clearly destroyed video games. It's the worst game of 2019. It's worse than any other game that came out that year. And it was clearly failing. It clearly was going to fail anyways. Without Warzone, this game was going to fail. And this was the first game that they literally introduced this shitty-ass control system, the attack sprinting, and then the slow, sluggish fucking movement. You run around like a 500-pound wetsuit on your fucking chest. It's like, dude, this is Call of Duty that we're talking about. We're not playing fucking Battlefield, you dumb motherfuckers. But anyhow, and again, the only couple of good weapons that were in this game were pretty much the M4, the MP5, and the 7.25 shotgun. Snipers were way too broken in this game. They were overpowered as fuck. Maps were all fucking trash. And also, the new Ground War game. Yeah, nice job, Infinity Ward, ripping off another core concept from Battlefield, aka Conquest. There was nothing redeemable about this game whatsoever. Like, seriously, you bring in a game mode from Battlefield called Conquest, which I wasn't much of a fan of, though, but I say, okay, I'll give it here and there for Conquest for Battlefield. But you decide to put it in this game as Ground War? How fucking stupid are you, Joe Secon? Really, how stupid are you? But anyhow, all these reasons, it just comes in at number 2. This was one of the worst games ever made. And again, this could have been like the number 1 spot if Infinity Ward wasn't consuming much more paint thinner in 2022. Now, before we get to the number 1 spot, I will also leave a comment down basically describing every single thing about this game, why these games were all complete fucking disgraceful games, and why they were worse than MWR, by the way. Keep in mind, they were worse than MWR. But anyhow, to the number 1 spot. And we all know what the number 1 spot is. We all know that which game this is. And I even explained it multiple times, and I gave it the worst fucking rating ever in a video game. Because every single one of these games that I'm listing right now, if I have to give it a grade from an A through F, every single one of these games, I'd give it an F. Infinite Warfare, I'd give it an F. Modern Warfare 3, I'd give it an F. Van Garbage, I'd give it an F for its disgrace and its disrespect. Modern Warfare, I'd give it an F for dragging this franchise to rock bottom. But this next game, I gave it a huge F before even the game started. F for fuck you. How about that, Joe Secot? But anyways, in the number 1 spot, on the top 5 most disgraceful video games that are worse than MWR, worse than any other thing in the world, the most disgraceful video games that claim to be Call of Duty but are not Call of Duty because they rip off other games that were probably good games. And they even hyped this up as the most advanced video game ever made. Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2. I made a lot of groundbreaking videos of how garbage this game was. I'm not going to go out there and scream and like spout all about this because I've already done that. I've already done my time with this garbage game. Keep in mind, these video games that I'm talking about, never bought them at all. Never will, never going to. And the fact that this game right here came into Game Pass just shows that Microsoft, you're lagging behind, man. You're fucking up. This game was the worst video game ever in the franchise. The worst video game of 2022. The most hated as well, too. The most hated. Because as soon as people started realizing what the hell was going on with this game, people were like, man, fuck this. I already made a video saying how bad this game was, and I'm more than willing to do it again, but in simple terms. The maps were trash. perks were trash. This new perk system that they brought into the game was a complete disgrace. Like, earning your perks when you're in the middle of the game. Like, really? Like, Jesus, man. Like, it's like... This game right here left me way more speechless than any other video game out there. I'm not joking. This was the worst video game of all time that I've played. It was the most disgraceful video game ever. The story mode was so corny. It was cheesy as hell. The dialogue was so corny. The Spec Ops was just such a disgrace. It was so boring, completely out of touch. The DMZ mode was so boring. Like, most of the time, it's just you walking around doing nothing in a field. And the multiplayer. It's always the multiplayer, right? But the thing is that, you know what was the real killer with this one game right here? You know what was the real killer with this game? You can't do nothing, man. Just kill me. It's like, this game was so bad. The maps were trash. The perks were trash. The guns were also trash. No single gun was actually good in the game, but the M4 and maybe the Scar L. And that was it. Snipers were completely overpowered in this game as usual. But here's the thing. Every single time I played this game, it was just sniper bonanza. The maps were trash. Ground war was trash. Everything about this game was just trash. And the fact that this game got into Game Pass, I mean, my God, dude. And again, I've already explained about this game, but this time I'm not going to go off on a rampage because I've already done my rampages with Joe Sakai. But I'm going to tell you something right now, Joe Sakai. You are nothing but a loyal little bitch-ass fucking cunt that deserves nothing but stage 4 motherfucking Piccolo. The thing is that I actually said this about to Activision as well, and I'm going to say this right now to you, Joe Sakai. I pray to God every night. Even El Pressor did this once with Mike Patton, by the way, but I'm going to do it too. Joe Sakai, I pray to God every night that you get out of your car from Santa Monica or something, you go left to center, and when you crash into a fucking tree or a fucking pole, when the paramedics rescue you, you are burnt beyond recognition to the point to where you can't even use a computer anymore. You have to literally be wheelchaired around the fucking studio to make sure that you got to be taken care of. And the fact is, you got to be wheeled up on a wheelchair like this, fucked up, the fuck ought to be great. You're like, and people, do I tend to get cold-blooded at times? Absolutely, but the thing is that we got a problem over here in Infinity Ward, and the thing is that when Joe Sakai brought this game out, clearly he didn't give a damn about the veterans that made Call of Duty popular and all that stuff. See, the thing is that it doesn't take a franchise for you to be popular. You make it popular to actually be popular. But Joe Sakai, you were not one of them. So again, I'm going to go do this again. Story mode was trash. It was completely corny. And besides, the stuff that they talk about in dialogue was a joke. Nobody dies in this mission except for the bad guy in this game. Number 2 is that the multiplayer was so disgraceful. I mean, let's keep it real here, guys. This game had the worst customization ever in history. It had the worst, Jesus, man, it had the worst map design, worst perk design, worst system ever in the world. It had the worst Spec Ops ever. I mean, again, what more do you expect with Infinity Ward? I mean, literally. So, I mean, what do you expect? And again, I've already explained this multiple times, and hey, this is where we end off at this point. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for coming. That's the end of the video. But anyhow, going back to the list. Number 5, Infinite Warfare. Blatant Black Ops 3 ripoff, a Halo ripoff, a Star Wars ripoff, bad fucking customization of multiplayer, terrible zombies mode, just all rehashed and stuff, in terrible fucking story mode again. It was boring. I mean, come on now. Who the fuck wants to go around in space and shit? We haven't even done stuff in space anyways. But Number 4, Modern Warfare 3. Just a $70 DLC video game. That's all it was. It was just a rehashed video game. And the thing is that the controls in this game were just utterly trash. And the next games that I'm going to be talking about, yeah, it's the same. It's kind of the same arguments I'm going to bring about. Terrible controls, terrible maps, terrible perk selections, terrible, terrible fucking customization, all that type of stuff that's in the game right now. And you know what? I'm gonna also put Black Ops 6 on this list, but I'm gonna do it later on though. Yeah, Modern Warfare 3, bad maps, bad selection, bad everything, just terrible, fucking terrible. Number 3, Van Garbage. I mean, we all know this. It disgraced, it had disrespected so many World War II veterans that actually went out there and fought for the freedom of, against the fascist empire and all that stuff. The fact that this game was even out there just tells you that, man, these guys have no clue what they're doing. Terrible story mode, just completely rehashed garbage multiplayer, which the only thing that they brought in new was the King of the Hill game mode. And the pacing in the game made no sense either. Why not just have a regular ground war mode? You could probably have a good time with it. And the zombies took the biggest blow ever in this game. It was a complete total disgrace. A lot of content that was not in the game, like no wall buys, no pack-a-punch camos, no ray gun at launch, none of that stuff. And then later in the seasonal updates, they finally brought it in, which is like, okay, where the fuck was that stuff? Okay, but that's for number 3. Number 2, Modern Warfare. And you know what? I'm going to put Black Ops 6 with Modern Warfare. Again, controls are fucking terrible. Maps are completely fucking garbage. The spawns are all fucking trash. Story mode, it's like, whatever, who cares? Yeah, and then customization is all completely fucking trash in that game. And its third mode, basically the zombies and all that stuff, it was all fucking lame. It was boring as fuck. Yeah, multiplayer disgrace, just a complete utter joke, and I even explained it, like, again, maps are trash, perks are trash, everything about it's trash, guns are trash too. And then number 1, it's basically, for Modern Warfare 2, basically all the problems that I've already listed, man. I mean, the most disrespectful video game ever. Maps are trash, multiplayer sucks dick, Spec Ops is a joke, and the general manager is a fucking jackass of Infinity Ward. We all know who he is, Joe Secott. Get the fuck out of Santa Monica, Joe Secott. You have personal feelings for players, anyways, especially for veterans like the Mark of J. Why the fuck is the Mark of J not fucking playing? But anyhow, that's going to be it for this video. Hey, you guys want to see more? And I'm going to bring in some different videos of like, for your entertainment. I will bring in a new series known as Just for Entertainment. It's going to be for laughs, though, guys. And, hey, it is what it is. Rage purposes and all that stuff. Thank you very much, guys, for coming. And again, I will bring in all the stuff that I'm going to tell you about with this game is going to be in the comment description. So, hey, stay alert. Stay woke, guys. See you around.